Welcome back to another edition of Flight Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a bead head El Diablo. This fly should be actually a tungsten El Diablo, but I don't have tungsten beads. You would just put a tungsten bead on, and that would be all the weight that you would need. But since I only have the copper and brass beads, I have a 3mm bead on there, and I'm going to add more weight. That will be 15 thousandths lead wire, and I'm going to get the thorax area. There might be 15 wraps or so. Push that inside the bead and break off the excess on the back. Thread I'm going to use is just a brown 140 denier thread. This is about 6/0. Pull that in there. I'm going to start our thread behind the lead wire and secure our lead wraps, and we're going to bring that down around the bend slightly, and we'll get rid of that excess. Now we're going to take a pheasant tail. This isn't a center. You can see this side. This is a side feather, but a center feather would be just as good. I don't need these real long ones from the center, so I'm just going to use the side feather. And I'm going to take 10 or 12 of them. And this is going to be our tail and our shellback. We want that tail to be just about half the length of the hook shank. Just give it a couple of wraps. Go ahead and pull that a little bit shorter, and then give that a couple more wraps. Wrap that back there just a little bit. Now I'm going to take a black wire, and we're going to tie this in for the rib and bring that all the way back to the tail. I'm going to take, this is Oppossum that I'm using. I'm going to take this lighter brown color. You don't need a lot on there because you want it to fly tapered, and we already have a base there. So we're going to make a thin noodle. And we're going to wrap that up the abdomen. Back that up there just a little bit. There we go. Bring that up the abdomen. We're going to take our pheasant tail now. I'm going to put just a little bit more on there, just to give me another 2 wraps maybe. Bring that up there just a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to take my pheasant tail and I'm going to fold that over. And we want that pheasant tail to be laying flat over the back. And we're going to tie that down. And we'll take our wire. Let's cut this off first. We'll take our wire and we're going to bring that up. Give you maybe 3 wraps up there. 2, 3, and then tie that off. Take that and helicopter that off. I'm going to take another patch of the pheasant tail, and I'm going to take a larger amount this time. I'm going to stand them up till they're even. Then I'm going to hold the tops and pull them off. We're going to tie these in forward, and that's going to be our legs. You can even bring this up forward. And we want those legs to extend to the back of the abdomen. So that's about the size we want. And you can see they're splaying out, which is good. And bring that back to the thorax. Got that splayed out there a bit. I'm going to take some olive Krystal dub. And I'm going to take a darker olive here, this one. Nice amount of Krystal in there. Don't make it too fat. Going to wrap all of this forward and then come back to use it all up. Then when I get up the front here, I'm going to divide those legs a little bit to each side. And I give it a little bit of a figure 8 there. Now we got them there. I'm going to take the wing case and pull it over. Then I'm going to pull the legs back and hold everything and secure that. This is a mayfly imitation. Put a couple of wraps in front. This will work good in the pocket waters, in the riffles. Going to take my whip finish and give that a whip finish. Tighten that up. Trim that off. I'm going to put a little bit of head cement on the bead and let it roll inside. Clean my brush pretty good. Put a little bit on the bottom there and let it roll in. And here we have a beadhead Diablo. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.